This program is very aware of community service responsibility and community benefit, and so much of both of those aspects of life depend on healthy heart. And for that reason, I'm particularly pleased today to welcome to the program and to introduce to you Professor Dr. Nithi Mahanonda, Consultant Cardiologist and Interventionist at Piawat Hospital, and also Secretary General of the Piawat Foundation. Sawadee Ka, and welcome to Thai Oz Talk. Although we've known one another a long time, really,
yes.
You haven't been to the program before, have you?
Yes, in fact I did.
You did a long time ago?
The first year that I came back to Bangkok.
From
Brisbane.
There weren't many students in Brisbane at that time, were there?
No, there weren't many at all, no. In fact, I was the first Thai doctor who went through the whole training in Australia.
Well, you did very well, I know. And now I know you have a very interesting life. But there are certain aspects of heart health that I'd like to talk to you about. When did you decide to be a doctor and to specialise in cardiology?
Well, I decided to become a doctor since I was in my childhood, but decided to become a cardiologist or a heart doctor just before I went to Australia, because I started to get interested in the development of heart disease and technology at the time.
Are cardiac illnesses the leading cause of death in Thailand?
Yes, it is. It has been alternating between heart disease and accident and cancer, like many other countries. But Thailand, as a developing country, the incidence of heart disease is increasing because of the lifestyle change and lack of exercise and food and that kind of things.
All the bad things.
That's correct.
Why did you select the Royal Brisbane Hospital in Australia for this postgraduate experience of yours?
Right. That's very interesting. It's a very fortunate that I knew one of the professor in Australia at the time, and one of my professor in Thailand also talked to me and discussed to me that the training in Australia is not only advanced in technology, but in Australia they're using a lot of clinical experience, judgment, which altogether I think would be very important for development of medicine in Thailand instead of relying on technology alone. So that's why I decided to go.
So you were looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
What are your special interests now?
At the moment, apart from doing what we call interventional work, doing balloon angioplasty and putting stent in people's heart, I also started to interested in how to prevent the disease and how to...
Can you prevent it?
Yes, of course. Yeah, because as I mentioned at the beginning, that a lot of this disease started because of your lifestyle and behavior, which has not good for your health. So a lot of heart diseases can be prevented, and in fact sometimes killed by prevention.
What are the current most important developments in cardiac illness in Thailand?
Well, to me, in Thailand, I think it is two things that has been happening over the past 3 or 4 years. One is the overall universal health care, because people with heart disease will get treatment anywhere quite easily now.
In Thailand? In
Thailand. But most important thing is, if you remember, 4 or 5 years ago, this government, I don't know whose government, start to promote exercise, which is one of my favorite things. I think that's the best thing one government ever does to the country, promoting exercise. People will become healthy, and as I mentioned, heart disease can be prevented by doing that. This is very good.
You're making me feel so guilty because I run. All my life is running. I don't mean running. I run from this job to that job to the other job. and I'm not very good at this idea of exercise. You make me feel guilty. Can you offer any advice to men and women to be heart healthy apart from running?
Well, no, that's one misunderstanding, because exercise doesn't mean that you have to run or jogging or do anything that has sweat all over your body. You just have to keep moving, like walking on your own pace.
Oh, I move.
Like, but it has to be continuously 30 minutes. People who is more active also have less chance of developing heart disease. So exercise is important. Diet is very important, because nowadays the diet contain a lot of fat, salt, and sugar. These are three killers.
Fat, salt, sugar.
Which you eat them every day. So you have to be very careful with that. And smoking, you should avoid smoking at any cost. And keep your weight at the standard weight. If you do all those, you will be healthy. Your heart will be healthy.
As you're the Secretary General of the Piawat Foundation, what is your function and what is your ambition for that foundation?
Well, the major objective of this foundation is for environment and health, in particular heart disease, because I am one of the secretary. So we combine that by taking people out to do some environmental things like planting trees and doing exercise at the same time. And when we go to do that, we promote and keep talking about exercise and health and things like that. So basically we try to concentrate in environment and health.
I know that you're very, very busy, and I'm very, very grateful to you for coming to this program today, because we like to be busy and useful too. And if you've listened to Ajahn Nithi, perhaps you'll be healthier. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for time.